Oh, there you are.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Echo Energy Squad newscast.
Well, using energy is all well and good, but the more we use, the greater the impact it has on the environment, particularly climate change. That means that the planet's weather is changing. The temperature, for example, is rising, an effect called global warming. You can read about it in this issue of Planet Express. You don't want to miss it. Finally, we have our ace reporter, Emma Irwin, on the line. Hello, Emma.
Hello, Elliott. It certainly is warmer than usual here in Gustville, and there are a lot of cars and trucks on the road. I even had to take refuge in this phone booth to call you and get away from all the pollution. Yes, that's right. Pollution is a major source of greenhouse gas, or GHG if you prefer.
Of what?
Of GHG! It has the same effect as that of a greenhouse where you grow tomatoes. Boy, oh boy, it's really hot in here.
No wonder you're in a glass cage, Emma. Like a greenhouse. But what does that have to do with climate? You should do a report on the subject.
I've already done it. Take a look at this interesting interview I had with this expert on the environment.
Greenhouse gas has been in the news for many years now. The Earth is far from the sun, and the farther we are, the less exposed we are to the sun's heat. If there were no greenhouse gas surrounding our planet, the temperature here on Earth would be 33 degrees colder. Greenhouse gas is invisible. The most common form of greenhouse gas is CO2, the gas that makes bubbles in a soft drink can. When you exhale, you breathe out CO2. The greenhouse effect is a little like a cover or a blanket that you sleep under at night when it's cold. With the blanket on, the temperature on Earth is comfortable, since we're so far from the sun. However, the Earth has seen several big changes over the last few thousand years, and particularly over the last few centuries. There are more and more people on the surface of the Earth, and those inhabitants have been burning wood and coal for heating, using coal-fired plants to generate power, and they've been driving cars. All these factors together, creating heat by burning wood, burning coal and burning gas, which we use in our vehicles, all that activity produces CO2, causing the greenhouse effect. It's nice to have a blanket on when we sleep at night and it's cold out. But if we produce more and more greenhouse gas, we risk having too much of it around the Earth, like having 2 or 3 blankets covering us while we sleep. It could get very, very hot.
Wow, nice work, Emma. Great interview.
Not bad, huh? I also sent you a little animated sequence in case you wanted to understand the principle of greenhouse gas a bit better. But now I've got to run. I need to go prepare for my next report. See you next time.
Okay, yes, well, that's it then. Till next time, another report? That Emma, a veritable bundle of energy. Well, let's have a look at that animation.
The Earth, our planet, is surrounded by a thin protective layer called the atmosphere, which contains different gases including greenhouse gas. When the sun's rays reach the Earth, some are reflected back into space, while others are absorbed, heating up the planet. Part of that heat remains trapped in the atmosphere because of the greenhouse gas. It's because of this greenhouse gas that the Earth is nice and warm. We're lucky it exists, since without it, life on Earth would be impossible.
It's Ethan Everett. Finally, I can find out what's going on in the tundra. It would appear that Ethan is feeling the effects of global warming as well. Why don't we read his email? And this time, your E2 investigation will be to learn more about the effects of energy consumption on the environment. Notebooks, everyone.
And that brings us to the end of today's newscast. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen.